All right, guys, here we go. This is it against Taputuma Youth. 2 matches left. We're 3 points behind Lionheart. And Lionheart, I believe, are losing. They are losing right now 1-0 as far as the latest score is concerned. So the season either extends beyond today or it ends. We have a little bit of strangeness going on. I told you in yesterday's video, we've got Jeremy Sione, who's going to be playing in that advanced playmaker role right here, mostly just to get him in the squad. We have a lot of good quality in this squad. The one question we have is about Viali, who normally would be playing in that role because he's not quite match fit. I don't know if he's going to be able to see this one out or not. We have to have Elama Fatonu here on the bench, who my coach tells me is absolutely a surplus to requirements, and we'll see if that works or not. We also have this Benjamin Besala guy who's from Cameroon who just came in. He is our next new center back way back in the back and is another incredible player who is much better than this level. So hopefully that will help our defense and that will help prevent us from giving up a whole bunch of goals so we can go over there and score and win the match. So we can see Abdi and Besala will be back there in the back. And we have, I think, a very, very good club set up, but we'll see what happens. We need to win. If we can win this and Lionheart lose, then we're even on points. And then I really like our chances of winning out, though we will have to beat Ilawa and Toomata, which is the team that is ahead of Lionheart right now. So we'll see what happens. This is the real difficult point of the season. If they draw and we win, we're still in this. But if they win and we win, boy, we're going to have to hope that they slip up on the last day of the season, and that's going to be really, really rough. And unfortunately, our first attack kind of sputters out, and that ball is launched without very much authority, kind of skied up into the air, a little bit of a lob job almost over everybody's head. Here is Afa Famuana with the throw. Throws over to Twalalele, back to Famuana. Famuana knocks this one forward, looking for Viali, who decides not to run. He's not that fit, but he does kick a good cross over to Mayali, whose header, unfortunately, doesn't quite get in there. And we've had at least a good attempt on goal there. That's what we like to see here in the early going. Mayali here with it again. I thought when playing in the poacher role that he was not going to do that anymore. He knocks it over to Kareem, who's all alone, and he takes a shot anyway from a good angle. See, this is where we need Viali to get up there, and he's a little bit too tired to get up there in time, and that's kind of the thing I'm worried about. Otherwise, if Viali is there, he can knock that in off the rebound, and we're up 1-0. But as it stands, we're still not quite there. Now we have to play some defense and see if we can get this ball back off of them again. And it's Tiatia who runs back and makes that save, but then it's knocked over to Viali, who really is not quite there for it. Fortunately for us, they have to settle for a shot from far outside the area. Ikuvalo now with it kicks it up and forward. Viola Tongan up 3-1 over Utule, which is not a big surprise. Knocked back over here to a Kareem on the left side. He moves the ball up. And there is a crossover to Mayali, and boy, that was really, really close. That was really, really close to getting in there, and I don't know if the goalkeeper actually crossed the line or not. It's kind of hard to tell. I'm pretty sure the ball was not across, though. Milani now over to Besala. Remember, Milani is playing further back today, over to Mayali. And his shot is knocked back out for a corner, and who's going to take it? It's going to be Kareem taking this corner. Going to go near post here, and ends up finding a defender, unfortunately. That should be the end of this highlight. Tase is going to run a little bit, and then he passes back, and that should be the end of it here. There is the end of the highlight. That's kind of what we wanted to see. There's still nothing. Taputuma Youth don't have anywhere near the quality that we possess. We should be able to crush them in this match, but there's a lot of pressure, of course, on us. Mayali looking for Kareem, can't find him. And this is knocked back to Basala, now to Afa Famuana, who finds Mayali there, and that should have been a goal. Man, that's a really good save from Pulisala. And let's see if we can get this ball back now. Boy, this isn't looking so good, and Ikuvalu finally is able to get that one, keeps it out of the goal. It's passed over to Famuana, who's looking for Mayali, can't find him. Sione now with it to Twalalele, and that wasn't Sione's fault. See, I keep telling you, he's playing okay. It's, boy, that was a good shot there by them in the counter-attack. It wasn't, it was mostly Twalalele who didn't have the good pass. Sione, I think, is doing okay, even playing the unfamiliar position. Abdi with it now. Knocks us forward, finding Kareem. There he is. There's Kareem. And it's knocked forward to Mayali, who's offside. And he doesn't, he's not able to find the target anyway, but he was pretty clearly offside there. And let's see here. we watch this replay. I mean, yeah, he's clearly he's clearly not onside. I'm surprised that wasn't called. And so the match here is still 0-0. And let's see what we can do here. Viali now with the ball, looking for Sione, can't quite find him. And I think Viali's not having a very great game. Milani now with it. Knocks this one forward to Kareem. Kareem, move in. And he just somehow misses the goal. I don't know how he misses the goal on that one. That's the second shot that he's had from that angle. He's been basically wide open. So Milani does his job. It's what we want him to do. Passes over to Kareem. Kareem loves playing this winger role. And he's got the angle, and then he just misses the shot, right? I mean, usually I'll blame the winger for not passing it to Milani, but in this time, like, you know, he had the shot pretty clearly. There was nobody there to pass it to. Ikuvala now with the ball, passes over to Afa Famuana, who runs into his own teammate and then launches the ball to nobody. Viali with it again, and he is going to cross over. There it is to Milani, now to Sione. Sione is still unfamiliar with the position, over to Tiatia. Tiatia with it now. And he does a little bit of a move, and it's over there to Viali, whose shot, unfortunately, is off and misses just about everything. And this is another instance where you would expect us to be able to get a little bit more out of this than this. I mean, Viali is open and should take the shot there, but he needs to actually hit the goal. He ends up missing just about everything. I think it's a little bit of that pressure that's coming on these players, because I think they know what I do, which is that we have to win this match. Famuana with it, passes back to Abdi. Abdi with it, pulls it up, and launches it forward from Viali. That's going to be too far. And let's see if we can win this in midfield again. Abdi does win it over to Twala Lele and down to Kareem. Kareem over to Sione. Sione with it, needs to cross. He needs to cross. Doesn't know that he needs to cross it, does he? And he's just going to run around the entire outside of the penalty area and then kind of launch up a prayer. So not exactly what we wanted, what we needed, and we may need to make some changes here at halftime. This is not quite what we were hoping for. Milani with it now, launches it forward with authority to Sione. Sione over to Kareem, and there's Maile, and he has 2 attempts at it. He was great to get that second one, but it's just not quite enough. It goes over to Basala, and then that's going to be the end of that. So, yeah, I'm not quite sure what to say about this. Sione had it. It was it was over the line anyway. Mayali, though, getting that second attempt, I mean, that's actually pretty impressive that he was able to do that. I thought for sure that was going to be over for a goal kick. And we have nothing to show for our efforts, and we need to have a much better performance than that. So Viali is going to come off, and now is where this becomes really interesting as we try to figure out a way to make this work. So I'll tell you what I really want to do. I really want to put Milani up here, and I want to find just anybody to play back there. I mean, we'll do Lonkilda, and then Viali should come off, and we'll put Fatonu on. Right, that's kind of what I want to do. Let's see if that works. Let's see if that works here. So we go ahead and start up the second half and see what we can do. And it's Mihaly who wins the interception over to Kareem now and back to Abdi. Abdi knocks it forward from Mihaly over to Lonkilda, and then that kind of ends that highlight. That's what I was worried about putting Chris on, because he's not quite that good of a player. He's making actually his debut today. How about that? Maybe this is a player that we just brought on and I forgot about. I'm not sure. Let's see what we can do. Tiatia here with the throw over to Fatonu. Fatonu over to Famuana. Takes a shot, and unfortunately that one goes up and above everything else. Famuana, I thought playing the fullback role wasn't going to do that anymore, but apparently that's what he wants to do. Now, boy, this is dangerous. This is dangerous, and fortunately their header is over the goal, and boy, that was a real dangerous spot to be in, and I'm a little bit worried. I'm worried that nothing's going to happen here. Kareem knocks us forward, and it's knocked back. Twala Lele now doesn't find Fatonu, but he's able to win it back, and he doesn't find Mihaly. I'm not sure why he just stood there. So, I mean, normally that would be a goal. Not quite sure I understand what's going on in Twala Mihaly's mind. Famuana here wins this ball and then loses it right away. That's really poor from him, and we are down 1-0, and this is going to be the end of the season. And, boy, I'm not sure what in the world Famuana was doing, and he needs to come off. That was absolutely awful. That's a play that's so bad, I might end up just releasing him for that. I mean, that was ridiculous. There's no reason for him to do that at all. And that has me very concerned. So we're going to take him off here straight away, and we're not going to deal with that nonsense anymore. We might end up just releasing him outright. I mean, that was completely awful. That was awful, and that was uncalled for. So we do have a right back now playing a left back. We have to, and this is because Famuana made a huge mistake, and that might be it. As I said, that might be it for him and his promise in his career, because that is just ridiculous. I changed the tactic around just for this guy, and he does that. Tony now with the crossover to Kareem, who misses the goal, unfortunately, and so on and on we go. And we have about 20 minutes left. We have a goal to try to win back. Twala Lele now with the ball. Corrals it over to Fatonu. Fatonu finds Milani, and he knocks it forward for Maile, who just passes it to the keeper instead of taking a shot. So we're having some problems here with a number of these players. We're not producing the way that they should. Maile is getting himself into range, and usually he scores this. And this time, I'm not sure what that was. It was deflected by the defender, yeah, but I mean, normally he's able to just knock that back into the back of the net. Maile over to Milani. Milani with it, lumps this forward again for Maile. Maile will bring this back down and in, and he misses everything with the shot. And so, I mean, he played well. He was able to set it up, but was unable to finish. And it's kind of a poor match from a number of these players. And but as you know, Fatone is going to end up being the one who takes the blame should we lose. I mean, even if we win, I might just get rid of him altogether. Let's see what happens. We have about 10 minutes left, and it's Twala Lele here with it over to Milani, to Lankilda. And he takes a shot that just somehow knocks out. That was in and out. So I guess that wasn't a goal. It looked like that was in, and ends up knocking back out. And this is one of these days where we're having good performances from everybody except for the one man. And I'm looking at this kind of scratching my head, wondering why we're not ahead. Because, I mean, we've had nothing but good or at least acceptable performances. I mean, it's not that we've been necessarily outplayed. And Mayali with the attempt on goal there that really should have been a goal, but he's called for offside. And let's see what we can do here. The last couple of minutes of this match, and we are in trouble. The other Maile there knocks us forward to Kareem. Kareem with a shot, and he's called for offside, I think. I'm not sure what happened, and now we only have a couple seconds left. So we have dominated the possession of this match. We probably dominated XG, and we have lost. We've lost this one 1-0. And this club is about to feel the full brunt of my anger, because this is ridiculous. This is a match that we should have won, and we've lost, and that might be the end of the season for us. Yeah, 2.70 XG, and we can't get a goal. 27 shots, 7 on target. We give up 1 shot on target, and it's a goal. So, yeah, go figure that one out. This is the epitome of getting FM'd, though their average rating was higher. I will note that. Well, we'll see what happens tomorrow with the final match of the season. Talk to you then. Bye.